What Reddit post comment can you still not get over? The guy who posted in a computer help subreddit about his computer suddenly being in Spanish. Everyone who commented, including Reddit staff, just gave their answers in Spanish. The guy who made the post had been working as a mall Santa. A man walked up with 2 or 3 kids, one of them a baby. His young daughter, I don't remember her age, maybe 5-6, nervously sat on Santa's lap, and finally blurted out, "Can I get my mommy back?" Turns out her mother had died in childbirth some months before, and she thought that Santa could bring her back. That post was years ago, and I still can't get it out of my mind. The person who asked about Florida ounces. There was some back and forth trying to figure out what a Florida ounce was instead of a regular ounce. Turned out they had seen the measurement FLOs. Fluid ounce. Not Florida ounce. The one where a guy was having hallucinations and thought someone was breaking into his apartment and leaving notes moving things. A fellow Redditor commented to check the carbon monoxide levels, and turned out he had a slow leak. That Redditor saved his life. The guy whose mess were all capital in his comments, and who explained that his M key was broken, so he just kept one perpetually copied on his clipboard and pasted it when required. He also said he'd use a lowercase 1 in special occasions, but didn't consider Reddit comments to be worth the trouble. The guy who got his cylinder stuck in an M&M's tube and repeatedly tried to deny what it actually was. This 14-year-old kid in an NSFW post when asked what he was doing there, and he replied, "I don't go to work." There was that post in relationship advice from a woman who was pregnant, and her husband and father-in-law became obsessed with the idea she was going to die in labor like their mother wife did. She tried to tell them everything would be fine, but they got more fixated with the idea as she got closer to delivering the kid to the point they were already acting like she was dead. They wanted her to record videos for the baby's birthdays and major milestones, make a will, and pack up all her things and put them in storage or sell them, so when she dies while giving birth her husband wouldn't have to do it later while trying to take care of a baby alone. It was really unsettling, and there was never a follow-up. I think about that one a lot. This one guy was on the toilet, and he sneezed while he was taking a shit. That same moment, the power in his house went out. He proceeded to cry because he thought he shit himself blind. Some guy in Run Popular Opinion says that wearing socks in the shower feels great. The guy who had a scat fetish right up until someone actually shat on him. Edit, link here, old.reddit.com or ask Reddit comments 3907 WR Sirius Redditor su sexual fantasas bekemakas, 7J9. There was a post on https: of a gorilla using sign language to tell people not to feed it or something to that effect. To this day, I still laugh when I think about a comment that said, "It's a shame there's so many deaf gorillas." Not super crazy, but the one where a girl's boyfriend kept telling her she smelled bad every day. Even though she was clean and showered daily, she finally asked him why he kept saying it, and his response was that his father taught him to do that as a way to keep someone in the relationship. The reasoning was because it makes them feel like no one else would want them. That level of manipulation really messed with me. Thankfully she broke up with him, but seriously, WTF. I can't remember everything about the post or even which sub it was in, but I think about this one a lot. OP was staying in a hotel, and the person in the room next to them was blasting Sesame Street. They suddenly heard a grown man yell, "God damn it, Mr. Noodle." I got to witness the unfortunate incident where someone on an Ask Reddit thread answered how sad it would be when Stan Lee passes the same day he died. I actually saw the answer before the news broke. After I got back home from a college class and heard the news, I immediately returned to the thread to see the poor Redditor had edited their reply to say edit. I didn't mean to. Gene and Jorts perpetuating stereotypes. The one about some ship commander or something eating a bagel and commanding someone to tilt the ship because the sun was slightly hitting his eye. Edit, bagel not donut, important distinction. The party sub guy. I still think about him and hope he got help. Today you tomorrow me. HTTPS. That guy who got knocked out and lived a whole life in dreams. In the dream life he noticed a lamp looking weird and couldn't stop focusing on it until he woke up. Dude fell in love and had kids irk in the dream and mourned them when he got back into the real world.